Please stop doing 100 push-ups today. It's doing more harm than it is good. I'll be explaining the reasons why in today's video. What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you about why doing 100 push-ups a day is a really bad idea. I know in the past I offered a 100 push-up a day challenge. I think it was 300 push-ups a day for like 30 days. I don't know what I was thinking. But guys, doing 100 push-ups a day is just not it for you. 100 push-ups a day is great for building muscle in the beginning for beginners. You're gonna also build muscle endurance in the process. So as you get stronger, you're gonna outgrow the muscle building process, and now you're gonna switch over to muscle endurance, which is great to have, especially if you just train calisthenics. And for my honest opinion, the most crucial element of 100 push-ups a day is that it builds discipline. But there's bigger problems that arise from doing 100 push-ups a day, and I'll be explaining that momentarily. The number one reason why I think you guys should stop doing 100 push-ups a day is overusage. Spamming push-ups every single day for some type of challenge is actually gonna do more harm in the long run. You're gonna improve your muscle endurance, discipline. You're also gonna be building relative strength. Relative strength is just how it sounds. You're gonna improve strength relative to the exercise that you're performing. So if you're doing a lot of pull-ups, you're gonna improve your relative strength with pull-ups. Same thing with push-ups, squats, bench press, whatever it is, you're gonna improve your relative strength. When it comes to building overall strength, however, that's where you're going to lack because you're not introducing progressive overload. Spamming push-ups over and over again, just utilizing your body weight, will not build overall strength, because with push-ups, you're only utilizing 60 to 65% of your entire body weight. And after you're doing like 30, 50, 70 plus reps, you're gonna start to adapt to this, and you're no longer going to see overall strength gains. Doing basic push-up challenges like this will offer no major benefit in the long run. You need to mix things up. So if you decide to go with 100 push-ups a day, make sure push-up variations. But as I said, a challenge like this will harm you in the long run. And believe me, I have suffered from this. Doing challenges like this where I might do 100 push-ups a day for a month or a couple of months, yeah, I witnessed my relative strength increase. But what I also noticed is that I start to get tighter and tighter if I'm not really doing any type of flexibility or mobility training outside of the 100 push-ups a day, or 200, 300, whatever, how many push-ups you're doing, and stretching out the primary muscles used in push-ups, that being your chest, front delts, and triceps. You're gonna find that you're tighter in these areas. And believe me guys, that's where I suffered from. I went 2 years without stretching out my upper body, just working on upper body exercises to improve my strength and build lean muscle. And what I found that if I'm overusing mainly my pushing muscles, because everyone loves push-ups, it's accessible, you can do it anywhere, right? You're gonna destroy your posture over time. You're also gonna be a clicking time bomb for an injury, pec tear, rotator cuff tear. Some type of tear is gonna be imminent if you continue to spam push-ups. One thing that really starts to suffer from spamming push-up challenges is you start to lack shoulder internal rotation. Guys, this is something that I rarely worked on, especially like 3 or 4 years ago. It wasn't until I started to really notice that I would ask people, are you able to scratch your back? And most people I came across weren't able to successfully scratch their back. But some people were just able to do it gracefully without any type of effort. And so I attempted to do it and I suffered. I realized that my shoulder internal rotation was terrible. Even in this clip, you see I'm still unable to clasp my hands. Now at one point, this was much worse. As you can see, my left side is a lot better than my right side. My right side has came a long way, guys. I'm talking about working on flexibility and mobility drills to improve shoulder internal rotation, as well as try to bring my left hand to attempt to grab my right hand. My front delts and pecs were severely tight on my right side because, again, I'm right-handed. So I had to really just figure out, why am I suffering like this? And it's all because I wasn't stretching out my upper body. Now, people who do 100 push-ups a day, ask them, are they stretching out their upper body as well? Taking time, not just doing like 5 or 10 minute little quick hits to get your shoulders to feel nice and loose, but taking 15 minutes, 20, half hour to really make sure you're building up mobility and flexibility in your shoulders and in your pecs. Many people don't do this. Even trying to clasp my hands behind my back, that was a chore at one point. Trying to put my hands in a prayer position behind my back, that was severely difficult. Now, some of you guys that are looking at these clips of me struggling, you probably could do this no problem. But many of you guys, I'm sure, are gonna struggle with something as basic as this. And again, taking a look at my left side with those prone shoulder internal rotations. My left side, I'm able to lift up my forearm and my hand higher off of my back versus my right side where it's kind of like stuck to my back. Your posture, tightness in your pecs, frontal delts, will severely suffer. And at some point down the road, you may even injure yourself from, let's say, a heavy bench press, lifting heavy dumbbells, weighted push-ups. Down the line, guys, if you don't work on improving shoulder internal rotation, you're gonna have a tear somewhere. And I'm extremely thankful that I was able to discover this problem early, so then that way I wouldn't have to worry about an injury down the road. I also noticed that I suffered a lot in shoulder extension, which is something that I'm really working on still to this day. Your shoulder extension really starts to break down if you sit a lot at work or maybe at home, or again, if you're doing challenges where you're just using pushing type movements, mainly push-ups. So make sure you guys are not one of those people that are neglecting shoulder mobility exercises. You're not spamming 100 push-ups a day. Please stop doing that. Because that challenge is great in the beginning, but if you're not involving flexibility, mobility drills to kind of counteract the constant pushing on your agonist muscles, chest, triceps, and shoulders, then you're just asking for an injury. If you're able to balance these things out, then kudos to you. But I still recommend to not do 100 push-ups a day, because ultimately, if you want to see true progress, rest is going to be your best friend. It's like Goku and Gohan before they fought Cell, and Vegeta was the main one still trying to train. Rest is going to be your best friend. That's where you're going to see the true gains. Maybe do 100 push-ups 3 to 5 days out of the week, and make sure you guys still do some type of flexibility and mobility training for your shoulders. This is based on my experience, and I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. Stretch your upper body. I was too focused on stretching out my lower body versus my upper body, and my upper body suffered. And believe it or not, being extremely tight is associated with weakness. Things don't go well when you're extremely tight. So make sure you guys get rest, don't overdo it with the push-ups, and work on mobility and flexibility exercises to help alleviate that tightness. Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Most importantly, make sure you are properly subscribed. I'll see you guys next video. Peace and love as always, and now shave. We out, baby.